Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're old, you're super welcome. All right, so guys, Ozo has joined in this Wenji something. Or can you just imagine just sitting down and touching clothes and his body's changing? All right, so you guys, you're highly welcome, guys. As today we have very interesting stories for you. We are going to be talking about the gifts that Neo received and why he did not celebrate his birthday, and also about the reunion. So guys, stay glued as I unleash the gist of the day. But before we go further, guys, have you subscribed to my channel? If you have not subscribed, please do. The time is now. If you look down below right now, you see a red subscription button. Please click on it, and also beside the notification bell, also click on it so you always get notified whenever I post a video. You'll be the first to watch, like, and share, and leave your comments below. So you guys, first of all, I'm going to be showing you clips of Erica and Luwedin having fun at the beach side. She's shooting a movie, yeah, Slum 25 School with Erica and Luwedin. Just watch the video, guys. And they went to give some food to some orphanages, and also she told us about her meet and greet that will be coming up with Inklet very soon. So we're waiting to see what Erica and Luwedin got for us. Okay guys, watch the videos.
Wow. Okay. So scared.
Alright, so guys, that was it about Erica and her 25 slum school. And here we are back to New Akpofere, who marked his 27th birthday yesterday. Yes guys, we have some very interesting pictures for you of Neo from childhood and to what grace has taken him up to today. So you guys, Neo marked a very beautiful birthday, and V said some beautiful things about him yesterday. But the reason he did not celebrate it proper, we do not know. We don't know if it has been postponed to another day, because he has not put any update on social media. We just saw the fact that his his fan page actually gave him some beautiful birthday items, which is money and some other things. Then for his party proper, we've not seen any post from him, not even on his status, not even on V status, not even on a Nengi or Ozo status. So we're looking forward to hearing the date for the birthday celebration. I don't know if it's because of the reunion that he decided not to celebrate, but whatever it is, he should let us know. But despite all of that, some gifts still came to Neo. Some gifts were still presented to him, the likes of what you're going to be seeing on this video today. Yeah, so you guys, let me just show you some pictures of Neo when he was still very much of a boy, and you'll see that his face never really changed. He's still the same Neo that we still have on the table today. Well guys, can you see the change is epic, right? This is Neo Akpofere when he was still very much younger. And again, I'm going to be telling you a little story about Neo, his background, and what most of you didn't know about him, and why Neo never talked about his mother at the show, Bbnaija show. This is what Neo got from his fan base. They gave him happy birthday Neo with money, a photograph as an enlargement of him, and so many other beautiful items that were not. So you guys, now we're talking reunion. I told you I was going to be talking about Neo's life story, background, and what he's been through in life. So talking about what Prince was saying about Neo, that Neo was supposed to be a brother's keeper, this and that Neo did a lot of things that he didn't like, and Neo said Prince was overreactive after losing maybe they went for what they call those arena games in here. So whenever he lost anyone, he'll be very angry and he will be upset with everyone. So they had to now take back to some stories about parents being rich and parents being poor, and they were saying maybe Prince was lying about his parents Prince lied about his dad being a king and all of that. Now some people don't like to believe people when they tell them the truth. They want to always see that you're from a poor background, that's why you're here. People want to look down on people. That's just the general terms, until when they see with their eye, they say seeing is believing. So that's how they were looking at Prince. They felt he was not from that kind of family, despite the fact that he was the way he was in the house. They still felt no, he's not from that kind of family. Maybe he's from one poor background, maybe because he was plaiting people's hair and all of those things. So they said they over exaggerated. So this is analysis, and from na new background is not so thick. Let me just read it out for you. So this one said, Biggie, do you think any housemaid story was exaggerated for sympathy? Neil, Prince told 7 house of us that his dad had heirs and at that, and how he couldn't go to Australia due to this kind of lifestyle. I'm happy nothing went wrong though, but I felt like that was too deep and drifted off the course for some reason. Tell us about his strong man, like you always say. I mean, that's his story. I respect his story anyways. So this is now Prince Neil's story. Neil was of the opinion that some stories were too deep to say, else it will make it seem like you want sympathy. A major reason why he didn't speak about his mom. He felt those who decided to say emotional stories should have added what they were grateful for, and he said also drifted towards that part as well, but he loved where he ended it, and that touched him as he was able to learn from it. However, Prince didn't conclude that way. He said he respects his story irrespective and don't like judging anyone. No, Neil isn't a liar and never said Prince was faking or lying about his dad's story. He probably doesn't remember that what he said, and that was why he couldn't defend himself well at the reunion. I hope Neil watches this and get to know the truth himself. Everyone at every point in life has a story to tell. Remember once when you said he lived with his cousin that refused to give him food, that they will give him the food that his cousin has even eaten and remained, and the cousin kept doing the same thing. Meanwhile, he felt they were all guys and the guy would be able to help him. He never wanted to speak about his mom. Whenever you ask Neil about his mom, he keeps quiet because he knows the story is not palatable. But we thank God for the man he has become. Happy birthday once again, Neil. We love you just the way you are. So back to the reunion again, as we were saying. So what Tony said, she was hot. That's why she didn't want any relationship in the house. All she wanted was a go-to beat a guy or a girl, a person she can sit with and gist and talk heart-to-heart talk. That's all. That she's not a loose girl, that it takes the sweat to get her, that she was this virgin at age 24. So you can imagine that no man can easily get into her like that. That what she was doing with Prince wasn't anything relationship. She just wanted him to be his friend. And at some point she noticed Tolani Batch wasn't happy about it. And then she told Prince to go to Tolani Batch, that Tolani Batch wants him more, that he should stop coming to her place. So, but Prince said he couldn't remember anything like that, like Watoni telling him to go back to Tolani Batch, that he cannot remember that. But Watoni emphasized on it and said she said so. And Ebukana asked her, why were you always with all the guys? We're going through all the guys. Are you sure you didn't want a relationship? She said no, she didn't want a relationship. All she wanted was a go-to. And Tolani Batch was like, are you sure you're saying the truth? I cannot remember you not being close to guys because you wanted a relation, because you didn't want a relationship. All I saw was that you wanted a serious relationship in the house, but you were trying to like cover it all. She said no, she didn't want any serious relationship. She wanted a go-to. And Prince was never the kind of person she wanted to date. She said it categorically. And also Prince faced Neil for what I just read about father's explanation and background story. And Prince also said that he liked the fact that everybody saw him as a poor boy, so that in case they want to look for money or ask to solicit for something, they will not come to him to ask him of anything. But he said he called knew a brother and a friend, but knew backstabbed him and failed him. And also, Praise also they said they were never friends or brother. That Prince and Neo were never friends. But Neo later said after he left the house, he went ahead to call Prince. Called him like 2 times. He called him on Christmas Day. He saw him on the balcony, he collected his number, called him the first time, called him on Christmas Day. But Prince refused to pick his call. So Ebuka was able to settle those ones yesterday and tell them to reconnect back with themselves. Yeah. So now Prince was very bitter. They said Prince should not be bitter again. He should learn to be good and be happy. Then Praise said people called him a threat in the house and refused to keep him. They were always voting for him to come out, to leave the house like that. Navia own is to be opening eye and shouting on people. But that notwithstanding, a lot of things happened in the house yesterday. If I want to say all of them, we'll sleep here. Big Brother refused to show us videos that we can use on YouTube, and every one of us is scared. We don't want our channels to be blocked. So if you're not seeing videos anymore, please don't be upset, because if you put Nandi one on the television, they will block you. They'll say 20 seconds, and in 20 seconds you'll not be able to understand everything perfectly. But anyhow, they try to give una as they hot, no be so. So now to the next gist of the day, which I told you. Somebody said Nengi is pretending. But before we go there, let's read this one that Lilo said. Lilo said, stop wearing fake things, especially shoes, bags, and wristwatches. It's annoying and disrespectful to people who pay a lot for the originals. Guys, do you buy into this kind of thing? Is it everybody that have money to buy the original? Please, to Lilo. But guys, what do you think? Did Lilo say the right thing that people should stop buying fake things? Please tell us what you think. And now to the final gist of the day. So this lady says she's talking about personalities of Big Brother and that trade. For Waton, she said she's booed up. And for Erica, she said very sincere with a good heart. And for she said cry cry baby. Then for Nengi, she said pretender. For boss lady Katrina, she said she's the boss lady. And then for Tolaniba, she said I'm a bad. Sorry guys, I can't complete that one. I don't want them to not monetize my video. So you guys, do you think what this lady said about the housemate is for real? But just listen to what is going to happen next. The bone of contention here is the reason why she called Nengi a pretender. So people have come out on social media to say a lot of things. Why would she call Nengi a pretender? If she's Erica's fan, she should come out plain and say it, not to come and start calling Nengi a pretender. Guys, what do you think? Please reply to this lady on the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. Bye for now.